Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Thank you as always for clicking on the video and for sliding on in. I appreciate you coming here. Let's go ahead and listen to this track, Your Ghost. This is from Kristin Hersh. This is from her debut album, which is entitled Hips and Makers, which I like the title of the album, which was released in 1994. We're listening to this because it was suggested and supported by Yerk Floor DeVries. So Yerk Floor, thank you so much from you and Natasha. Not my Natasha, but your Natasha. So thank you both so much for the suggestion. I've never heard of Kristin Hersh. Don't know a thing about her, but we're about to find out a little bit, do some learning. As a random aside that has nothing to do with this, my wife and I, my wife couldn't sleep last night. Apparently baby was just kicking, moving around, active and everything. So it was like 3 a.m. and she didn't mean to wake me up, but she kind of woke me up. And she was like, I'm going to go to the couch so I don't bother you. I'm always like, no, if you're going to the couch, I'm going to the couch. Like, I'm going to be with you in your suffering or in your, solidarity. So we were both on the couch and we were watching Matilda. I saw a little bit of it when I was a kid, but it kind of scared me. I went back to sleep after. All right, let's go ahead and listen to the track. We'll talk about it a little bit after. It's also the first track on the album. Here we go.
If I walk down this hallway tonight, it's too quiet, so I pad through the dark and call you on the phone. Push your old numbers and let your house ring till I wake your ghost. Let him walk down your hallway.
Hesitation.
It's not this quiet. Slide down your receiver, sprint across the wire. Follow my number, slide into my hand. It's the blaze across my nightgown.
I like that little pause. I like that.
It's the phone's ring. Last night you were driving circles around me. I think last night
Cannon fire.
you were driving circles around me. I think last night you were driving circles around me. I can't drink this coffee.
I like how it's not predictable.
I put you in my closet. Let him shoot me down. Let him call me off. I take it from his whisper. You're not that tough. It's the blaze across my nightgown. It's the phone's ring. Last night you were driving circles around me. I think last night you were driving circles around me.
I like the way he sings.
I think last night
I like how he starts off.
you were driving circles around me. I think last night you were driving circles around me. I think last night you were driving circles around me.
I just want to hear how it moves into the next track. Just allow me, if you will. Okay. I just wanted to get a little taste of how it was moving. Okay. This was a very like beautiful, soulful, acoustic track. Low down, but still providing a lot of drama in the vocal department. I love those harmonies, especially the way that he starts it off. You have Michael Stipe from REM. Yeah, REM, who's the male vocalist here. Kristin Hersh obviously playing guitar and also the vocals. All right. This is a lot more of a softly spoken, but still powerful, almost in a whisper kind of song. And I like how it wasn't what I expected. I like how in those pauses, which I love those musical hesitations, I like how in those pauses, it wasn't like a big drum fill came in, ba 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 ba, and like exploded into the next section. No, it was almost like a hesitation in the relationship or whatever's happening, which we'll go into, and then, okay, continue on. It was almost like a hold your breath moment and then begin to speak. And I like how that happened, several times in this relatively short track. And it was like nothing ever came in that I expected to happen. Like I said, it wasn't like the band came in and began to play in a more conventional way or, pull it into that direction. It stayed true to its musical heart, which I really enjoyed. I love those big, almost cannon fire-esque booms that were happening in the back to give an enunciation to that quiet drama that's kind of happening under the waves, so if you will. And then looking at the personnel on this album as a whole, there's only 3 people. And it's not a lot of instruments. Kristin Hersh playing guitar and singing. Jane Scarpatoni on the cello, which we heard a little bit, of course, on here as well. And then Michael Stipe with additional vocals only on this track. So the rest of this album, unless there's people missing in this list, is really just guitar, vocals, and cello. So that gives me the impression, well, we heard pianos in this song.
It carries you home in REM.
Unless that's guitar that just sounds like piano and I'm dumb. But like, it seems like it would be a very intimate experience listening to this album. Like I said, I don't know. I'm just taking an assumption. But it sounds like it would be just based off the instrumentation and the direction of this track and the beginning of the next one. So I really like that. I think that that's really enjoyable. And I really liked Hersh's vocals as well. Soft, but like I said, with meaning, with a powerful deliverance in their own right. And I think the music really nicely led up to that and captured it all. Now, let's look at these lyrics because there's something happening here. If I walk down this hallway tonight, it's too quiet. So I pad through the dark and call you on the phone. Push your old numbers. I see that as 2 ways. Like, yeah, pushing the old numbers, trying to call this other person, maybe see if they're up, you up. But also pushing your buttons. Maybe not trolling, but like, I'm pushing your buttons, that phrase. Kind of a double entendre if I'm reading it right. And let your house ring till I wake your ghost. Like she's just calling him. Let him walk down your hallway. It's not this quiet. Slide down your receiver, sprint across the wire, follow my number, slide into my hand. So it's a very poetic way of describing this connection. She's making the call, and then eventually, with time, he picks up, and then that connection is made. As it says, slide down the receiver, sprint across the wire, follow my number, slide right into my hand, as if she's trapped him, right into her grasp. It's the blaze across my nightgown. It's the phone's ring. I think last night you were driving circles around me. And both of them sing this part. So I view this as both of them have connected romantically after this call, right? However, they both are still perhaps unsure of their relationship. They're both beating around the proverbial bush in their relationship. They're both, as it says right there, driving in circles. They both feel this uncertainty. And I like how they both sing that line, because it adds to the story there. I can't drink this coffee till I put you in my closet. Let him shoot me down. Let him call me off. I take it from his whisper. You're not that tough. Like, let him shoot me down. Let him be the one to say no. Let him be the one to call this off. But from the way that he's responding to her, no, she's got him. She's got him. You were in my dream, I think, last night. You were driving circles around me. So now there's an added line in between these. You were in my dream. So could they both have been perhaps maybe not literally, but in a sense, dreaming of the other. And then they say, I think last night. It could have been last night I was dreaming you. Or maybe it was before that. Maybe they're constantly thinking of each other while wading in these uncertain waters. I like that. I like the approach lyrically to this uncertainty in this relationship and the direction of which it's going to take. Looking at this track, it says that the song is about overcoming the death of a close friend and features additional vocals by Michael Stipe. Well, I'm completely off. I'm completely off in what I thought. Released as a single, it says it reached #1 in Iceland, became a top 30 hit in Belgium and the Netherlands, and 45 on the UK singles chart. Of course, we read that over here as well. It says, voted in as number 41 on Australian radio station Triple J's Hottest 100 for 1994. So, and there's your chart information there as well. I liked it. Let me know what you guys thought. I like the lyrics a lot. Let me know what you guys thought of it, of course, in the comments down below. I appreciate the recommendation, Yerk Fleur and Natasha. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for sending it over. Hope to hear from you all again, preferably tomorrow when you come back and watch whatever video I got going on. But until then, have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you all later.